Hi, welcome to Pan's Review. Today we will talk about the character of Shameika Wallace from the movie The Ron Clark Story. But before that, let me give a bit of a background of the movie. The Ron Clark Story is a movie that came out in 2006. It follows the story of a dedicated teacher named Mr. Clark and his disruptive students. A story where his dedication pays off as he was able to change his students' lives. Out of all the students of Mr. Clark, we will turn our focus on Shameika Wallace and we will break down her character based on the factors affecting her attitude and actions in the movie. The character of Shameika is one of the examples of children in CE. DC, it stands for children in especially difficult circumstances. Children with CE DC can be classified by the type of circumstances that they have. They encounter different types of abuse, which may include child labor, neglect, and even abuse depending on the environment they belong. In Shameika's case, her responsibility of taking care of her siblings is an abuse under the child labor. It exploits her of childhood and right as it resulted for her inability to go to school. Furthermore, her excessive work deprive her of educational opportunities and time to explore as a child, as she was forced to take the responsibility that should be for her parents. In addition, child neglect was also experienced by Shameika because of her mother's inability to spend time with her and her siblings. The lack of attention her mother gives to her is a very important factor affecting her personal development. If not given properly, it may result to a more complex problem like EBD that stands for emotional behavior disorder. Children with problems like these exist in almost all of the school. They may portray as bad influence by the society, but the underlying truth is that they are just in need of assistance and support. Possible options that will help them will require extensive efforts from the teachers and parents as well. Like for instance in the movie where Mr. Clark had to find ways on getting their attention as traditional ways do not work for them. Mr. Clark's classroom rules and management was able to capture their heart as he extends effort to understand them, use their likes and hobbies to get close to them, and offers support that goes beyond the school, like for instance the effort Mr. Clark poured into Shameika that visited her, helped her with her household chores and her siblings, and put some sense to Shameika's mother that her child is exceptional, giving her hope that with right support her daughter will triumph in life. Children in DC require more than the traditional ways to handle them. Inclusive type of education should be presented in dealing with them as they require a huge amount of understanding and support. Helping them out do not necessarily mean doing everything for them, but supporting them and let them feel they have someone to rely on. It will be very rewarding seeing them succeed as children will surely remember you for the longest time, especially if you made an impact with their lives. This will certainly a difficult task to accomplish like Haumi. Clark struggled in the movie, yet a fulfilling one for sure. The movie teaches us an important lesson to always widen our understanding with children, for we don't know the circumstances and experiences they had. It dictates us to be sensitive in dealing with them and always look for a way to look things in a more positive way. Therefore, we should not always try to judge their actions or reactions, as it can either be their coping mechanisms to deal with their problems. How do we help children in especially difficult circumstances? Managing and helping children like these will be hard, but this is where inclusive education enters. Teachers should tailor their teaching based on the needs of each learner. It involves designing classroom activities and programs in school that caters to all. Furthermore, the government will require to take action as well for children in especially difficult circumstances are deprived of their basic needs. Programs and laws should aim toward them and protect them with impending danger their circumstances bring. Inclusivity therefore should not be limited to school, but be exercised by the community as a whole. Parents likewise should take care of their children by supplementing them with their needs, limited not only to the things they need to consume, but also their emotional needs that is essential for their growth. Inclusive education may be hard to achieve as there are plenty of factors to consider, but by hand-in-hand cooperation of the community, not limited to the family and society, and the government, inclusive education most certainly will be possible. Which is why I urge people watching this video to help each other out, most especially the children, for they need guidance from this cruel world. So instead of judging, we should always opt to understand and find reasons of one's action. Therefore, I implore everyone to be like Mr. Clark, who didn't stop to help children like Shameika. Overall, I encourage everyone to watch the movie to learn a valuable lesson. The movie may be old, but the message is surely still relevant up to this day. Awareness is the best prevention, so I hope I managed to equip you with information regarding the character of Shameika and a bit of a content on children in especially difficult circumstances. To know more about CE, DC, please feel free to research and remember to take good care of our children. Always choose what is right and continue being a beacon of hope to everyone. Promote inclusivity and be a subject of change in society. This is Pampan, and I hope to see you once again to another review of a movie character. Adios.